When did you start smoking?
When I was 16 years old.
And how long have you been smoking for?
Roughly 5 years on and off.
Why did you start smoking?
I started smoking when, I thought I'd try it when I was over my friend's house once. They were all doing it as well. I gave it a go. Didn't particularly like it then, but I guess it grew on me after a while.
So, do you think you started through peer pressure?
Nobody pressured me to do it. I just thought I'd try it myself.
But if your friends didn't do it, then you don't think you'd do it?
Well, that's hard to say. I don't know what circumstances would have been like if I didn't smoke a cigarette then. I can't say.
Did you know that the age group of 16 to 24 has the highest percentage of smokers in the UK?
No.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's probably because from the age of 16 to 24 you have a much better social life, and
Peer pressure?
not necessarily, but that does have a role in it, yeah.
So, you said that one of your parents does smoke.
Yes.
What do they, as a couple, think of you smoking?
My dad obviously doesn't mind too much because it would be hypocritical of him to say you can't smoke when he smokes himself. My mum hates it, partly because her mother died of cancer and she was a smoker when she was young, and she just doesn't want to see me go the same way, I guess, so she very much dislikes it.
So, do you think smokers have a negative label?
It depends. From other smokers, there's sort of this reciprocated feeling of respect and they understand each other, but sometimes if you're smoking a cigarette, people are looking at you and you're wondering what they're thinking, because sometimes you do wonder if it's like, God, dirty smoker, I wish you stopped doing that, do you know what you're doing to yourself, and blah blah blah, but they can't really understand it unless they're smoking themselves.
Do you honestly think that your body's completely pure, or do you think that it has started, it just hasn't got to the extent that you need to stop?
I think you're exactly right with the latter part of what you just said.
So you think it has started,
I think, yeah, it has
but
started.
you just
It's had
don't
an
think
effect
that
on me, yeah.
you think that you can turn it round within time?
I don't necessarily think I can turn it round. The damage that's been done has been done, but I don't think it's going to limit me so badly that I can't continue smoking for a bit longer.
When you buy a pack of cigarettes, do you pay attention to the advertisement on the packet?
No, I try not to,
Why?
because I know it's just going to have some generic health warning on it that I already know about.
But if you was that aware of it, then surely you'd pay attention, you wouldn't smoke anymore.
It's not necessarily true, because I'm addicted to cigarettes. It's better for me if I try to ignore all the negative things that surround it.
Right, so you yourself don't like to take notice of advertisement on the packages.
No, I don't. I try not to.
Do you think many people try to avoid it?
Probably, yeah. They don't want to be told it's bad for them.
For people our age range, what do you think the government can do to try and help them be more aware of the health risks, try and get them to quit?
Well, they could try and advertise the things that appeal to younger people, like Facebook, YouTube, things like that, just the internet in general, because that's what pretty much every teenager does.
How do you feel when you haven't had a cigarette?
I get very grumpy, angry, and snap at people a lot, and my tolerance levels for anything that I don't like drops dramatically.